taking notice of the exorbitant fees charged by some of the coaching centers that is said to promote unhealthy competition and stress among students. A set of new guidelines have been issued by the Education Ministry. The ministry aims to regulate the coaching centers by way of an appropriate legal framework. The rules laid down propose to act heavily on the coaching institutes if found in violation. So this, of course, the latest that is coming in. New rules, of course, now being inculcated for coaching centers. My colleague Brian Thomas joins us on the broadcast to give us more on this. Brian, if you could take our viewers through the details of these new rules that have now been incorporated for coaching centers to follow.
Well, Asavri, the latest that we're getting to know is that the Ministry of Education has now introduced a set of guidelines for coaching centers, emphasizing the welfare of students and addressing concerns such as fair fees, infrastructure standards, and a grievance redressal system as well. And these rules include ensuring no student below 16 years or those yet to complete secondary education can enroll, maintaining a very fair, free structure and implementing a proper grievance redressal system. And even coaching institutes are also instructed not to publish misleading advertisements or promise favorable marks or ranks to parents and students before admission. And this initiative also, comes in response to a surge in student suicide, particularly in Kota, which is also often referred to India's coaching capital. And with the rising number of unregulated private coaching centers also that are currently running in the country, the ministry definitely aims to curb malpractices such as charging exorbitant fees, undue stress leading to suicide, and other reported issues. And even to operate a coaching center, prior permissions must be obtained, and those currently operating without permission need to apply for registration within 3 months. And even the latest also that are coming is that the coaching centers are also required to hire tutors with qualification at least equivalent to graduation, and avoid engaging services of tutors with conviction for offences involving moral turpitude. And even the guidelines specify fair and reasonable fees, issuing receipts, providing detailed prospectus, and even refunding fees for remaining period if a student leaves the course midway. And even the infrastructure standards also mandate a minimum of 1 square meter per area per student during a class, even adherence to fire safety and even building codes, and even a separate toilet for males and females. And even this guideline also stress the importance of mental well-being, urging coaching centers to avoid undue pressure on students, and even establish a counseling system for effective guidance. And the ministry also emphasizes non-discrimination based on religion, race, caste, place of birth, and even descent, encouraging special provisions for vulnerable communities. And the coaching center also building and even surrounding premises also urged to be Divyang friendly. Yes, Ashavu.
Right, absolutely, Brian. Stay on with us before I, in fact, propose my second question to you viewers. What I wanted to actually know is that, the National Crime Record Bureau had come out with this report. It said that over 13,000 students died due to suicide in 1 year. These are some really shocking, saddening numbers that we see over here. In fact, NCRB had also shared some data, and it said that 13,089 students died by suicide in 2021, which was in fact a 32.5% jump compared to 2017. So of course, these are very saddening numbers. But Brian, if I could ask you this question, if you could take our viewers through, when these talks exactly started to inculcate these rules, to these guarantees that all these coaching centers put out there, join our institution and we're going to ensure that your child gets 95% marks. I mean, that's outrageous. But if you could take our viewers through when exactly these talks started in the Education Ministry.
Savi, well, for the past year or so, we've been, hearing there were many incidents where there were numerous, suicide cases happening, in Kota, in the national capital. There have been advertisements also going on where we've been also covering. There were many fake advertisements also running for students, which was very misleading. And this move, basically, that the move that has the Ministry of Education issued the guidelines, and now this move, comes in response to a rise in, student suicide, particularly in Kota, which is also referred to as the India's coaching capital. And the Ministry of Education also, expressed concerns about the growing number of unregulated private coaching centers that has been happening. There has been instances of exorbitant fees, undue stress leading to suicide, not proper mental health, or undue pressures on students. They have not been giving proper, aspect towards mental health, taking consideration, and even there were many unregistered centers are also working, and even now there's the coaching centers that are, they've made a mandate to, employ tutors with qualification, at least graduation, and even avoid hiring tutors.
Absolutely, Brian, absolutely.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.